Okay, part 2, because I'm such a chatterbox. So now I'm going to go through the bioimpedance screening. So and I know it seems like I'm laboring over this, but I just want people to get an idea about what can happen day to day. Because I'm sort of doing my VLAs, my bioimpedance screenings every morning, and I weigh myself clothed because I try to simulate what people would do in my clinic. They don't come in, they don't get naked, they're not here first thing in the morning after they go do number ones and number twos. So they come in, they're wearing clothes, they get on my scales, and I compare them on my scales every time I see them. So if they say, I was, 71 this morning on my scales and I'm 75 on yours, I don't give a toss what you wear on your scales. I'm doing my scales because then we're comparing like with like. So, and same, I've got 2 sets of scales here. I've got one upstairs, I've got one downstairs. They're $200 scales. They're pretty good. They're solid scales that take people up to 180 kilos. So we've always spent good money on our scales. And yeah, they are very consistently, for each set of scales, they're consistently balanced. So where am I up to? So once again, I started at the beginning of the binge days on Saturday and Sunday at 73.1. On Tuesday, I was 73.3, so I was up after my binge days. But that was the day where my fat mass had actually gone down, but I was holding inflammation, so that I took some inflavonoids that night to calm the inflammation. So then yesterday, Wednesday, I was down to 72, so 1.3 kilos. And this morning, I was 71.3. So down another 700 grams. So once again, when you're losing weight, sometimes it's, we're worried about muscle mass, we're worried about fluid, so you want to stay hydrated and you want to maintain your muscle mass. And lots of people on the internet, they say, oh my God, don't do HCG. People lose their muscle mass. It's really dangerous. That's a load of bollocks. I've been doing this for 12 years. So my fat mass is gone, 12.33 kilos. This is excess fat mass. 12.33 kilos, 11.62 kilos, 10.39 kilos, and today 9.72 kilos. So it's another, 600 grams of fat mass overnight. Now, people don't lose the same amount of fat for the whole 3 to 6 weeks, just letting you know. And once again, I'll be sharing this so you get a bit of an idea. It does slow down, but that's often because people lose enthusiasm and they start sneaking in a little bit of things here and there. And then when they finally admit they've had a glass of wine or they've, done a bit of this or a bit of that. So it's sort of interesting what people will do. Now, with my ATM, that's the active tissue mass. It's 2 things. It's both muscle mass and a tummy fat. So I want that to go down, but at the moment, that one is actually, it's sort of not going down. So, and when it's higher than normal as a woman, it's nearly always tummy fat. So it's sort of started at 0.36 and it's up 0.86. So it's nearly a kilo of excess tummy fat at the moment. So we need to shift that along. My BMI started at 28.55, then it went 28.63. It went up on Tuesday. And then it was 28.13, now it's 27.85. So hopefully by tomorrow I'll be less than halfway from overweight to obese. I'll be, hopefully I'll sneak in halfway. Anyway, I'm still on the obese side rather than the normal weight side of overweight. So, that's my BMI. My muscle quality went down. So yesterday, my muscle quality had gone up to 88%. It's down at 87% today. I did do this after 2 black coffees this morning. So usually I'm doing it before black coffees. So that could be because I'd had a couple of coffees this morning because I knew I had a bit of a day. Oh, my brother turned up really early. I was thinking, why did I do that? Yeah, my brother turned up earlier by an hour than I was expecting. So we had a few coffees. Anyway, and it was after I was sitting in a sauna. So I was not only sitting in a sauna and didn't drink water afterwards, but I had some black coffees. So yeah, my muscle quality was down by the time I did this. And therefore my inflammation is higher than it was yesterday. But the intracellular and extracellular fluids were about the same. So that's my little bioimpedance screening update for the day. The big thing is, when we're losing weight, it depends on what you are releasing from your fat mass as to what it does in your body. The best thing you can do with any weight loss process is plenty of green leafies, plenty of purified water. The green leafies help methylation in your body. They help the MTHFR genes. They help all sorts of genes to just function better. How many people on this planet do not eat enough greens? You've got to eat your greens. Greens, 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 greens. And on this process, a couple of what I call the free calories are things like lettuce and spinach leaves and celery. Because those ones, you know, within the 500 calories, you can pretty much eat them till the cows come home. So when you're getting hungry, sometimes it's your bacteria in your large bowel that are screaming out for fiber, going, feed me, feed me, feed me. So by getting in some extra fiber, it can really help that hunger as well. So if you're hungry, drink some extra water. Think about whether or not you need some extra drops. Did you actually take them half an hour away from a meal? If so, then think about, okay, so is my waist measurement changing at the moment? Do I need to take some chromium tablets or something like that? But it's a fun journey. Anyway, take care. Have a great night. Bye.